welcome to this week's episode of the Pre-Praise Report. Today we conclude our two-part Meet the Band series as I sit down with our drummer and organist and talk music in the church. But first, let's talk about what's going on at your church. The CCU Senior Housing is still accepting applications. If you are ready for your new home sweet home or know someone who is, contact the number or email at the bottom of the screen.
The new CCU Senior Housing offers luxury resort living for our senior citizens. Featuring a beautiful entranceway with a water feature and spacious common area, the CCU Senior Housing is the choice for you. Even keep up on exercise and have some fun in our gym and game rooms. If you think the CCU Senior Housing is for you, contact the leasing department today.
Join Bishop Hargrove every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Bible study, live on Facebook and YouTube. Bishop is discussing the signs of the times. It's a lesson you do not want to miss. You can attend Bible study in person at the church, but facial coverings and social distancing is required. It's almost time to vote. It's important you are registered to vote and that you do go and vote in this upcoming election. If you need to register or have any questions about the voting process, please contact Sister Pat Parker. Okay, CCU, it's now time to officially meet the band. You see them every week on our Sunday service live stream. Now we finally get a chance to talk with them. Please welcome to the Pre-Praise Report, Brother Irvin and Brother Dan. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How you doing, bro?
Good. Welcome and thank you for joining us today on our episode. I'm sure all our viewers are wondering, how has it been so far playing here at CCU?
Oh man, I've loved every moment of it.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. You know, I love playing at CCU every Sunday.
Yeah. How long have each of you been playing for this church?
Oh man, it's been.
Let's say probably like 2 years. We started out, 2 years ago playing Saturday service every Saturday, and then as the years went on, we gradually became the musicians for CCU every Sunday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know because of COVID, a lot of things have changed. So has anything changed for you guys so far because of COVID?
Yeah, it's been a little tough. It's been a little tough. A lot of changes did happen, but nothing that we can't bear or handle.
Right. So you both are clearly talented, but you guys are pretty young. How long have you been playing and how old are you guys?
I'm 21 years old, and I've been playing since I was the age of 4.
Yeah, I'm 19. I've been playing since I was 4 too.
Oh, wow, okay.
I started as a drummer, but then Irv, kind of took my job, so.
When did you get your start in music? Like, when did you start to play in the church? When did you think that this is the route you guys wanted to go?
I've been playing in the church ever since I was young. Like I said, I started playing drums at 4. So I've been playing in the church ever since I was probably 4,
Right.
So I know everything about the church.
And y'all know your family's they have a lot of musicians in your family too, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Same as you, Dan, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So growing up, even still today, what are the genres that you guys listen to that kind of inspired you to play?
Well, I know for myself, I grew up. My parents are a little bit older, so they had me grow up on older types of music. So I started with a lot of James Brown, a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
A lot of older '90s hip hop because of my brothers who were also older.
Right.
And stuff like that. Nothing really new, just a lot of older music.
Right. Same. How about you, Irv?
Growing up, my family is really big on gospel. But as I branched off, I really like listening to Ray Charles. Shout out to Elder Travis because he put me on Ray Charles growing up. Shout out to you, Elder. But growing, I like a lot of soul music. I like that feel.
Okay, so a question for the both of you. Now, I know you said you grew up on certain music, and obviously you grew up on gospel. That's a huge impact on playing in the church. How was the music that you listened to impacting you and how you play in the church? Is it similar? How did that?
Oh yeah. There's not a Sunday goes by where I don't play something inspired from something that's not gospel.
Right.
So you just gotta listen in, man. I play a lot of Disney stuff, play a lot of older music and just put it in gospel songs and just never notice.
Right.
Never notice.
How
All
about
the time,
you?
every Sunday.
Yeah, but I throw a little bit in there, you know, throw a little beat up in there.
Yeah. Now, one thing that is unique to our style of worship is at the end of our climax of the preacher's message, the musicians will tend to play with the preachers, almost as to complement the power and the emotion of the preacher has at the point in their sermon. Do you find that it's hard to back up certain preachers, whether it's the style of their preaching or them always changing keys? Is there any difficulty in that?
Well, in the beginning, it takes a lot of practice, and you have to have a good ear. With our bishop, Bishop Hargrove, you know, me and Irv have been doing it for so long that it's like instant chemistry.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people underestimate how important that is to back up a preacher and how it can really, really affect the way he flows with his sermon.
Right.
But yeah, man, I mean, playing for other people, you know, Bishop has definitely been the easiest one.
Yeah.
Most other
Yeah,
bishops-
he's not hard to
bishops are
deal with.
tough, man.
Yeah.
And he's very easy to deal with, man. You just got to flow with him and everything will be okay.
Everything be
Right.
all right.
And how about you, Irv? Because I know you're taking direction from Dan. How is it trying to follow the preacher, and what's the difficulty with that?
It's kind of, you know what I mean, it's kind of natural, you know, playing with Dan. We've been playing for years now, you know, so like our chemistry is, you know what I mean,
Right.
two peas in a pod.
Right.
Like, so it's kind of natural. We know what we're going to do. We
So you
each
know all
other's
his
next
cues and
moves.
things like that?
I don't even, half the time, I don't give him any cues. We're
Right.
just there.
Yeah, we're just
At this
there.
point, there's no time for that, man.
Yeah.
It's been too
Y'all
long.
do know how to flow pretty well. Okay, so actually we have a short clip from a service showing you both backing up Bishop Hargrove. Let's take a quick look.
Let us exalt him. Let us exalt him. Let us magnify him because he's worthy of our praise. Say yeah. Say yeah. Ain't he all right? Somebody said, I'm glad he walks with me. I'm glad every now and then he talks with me. Ain't that right? Aren't you glad about it? Aren't you glad about it? Give the Lord a high five. You at your televisions in your house, give the Lord a high five right now because he's God all by himself and he's still worthy to be praised. Aren't you glad that he brought you and I out of darkness into his marvelous light? I wish I had somebody to say yeah. Say yeah. Ain't he worthy to be praised? Say yeah. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. For he's worthy. He's worthy. He's worthy. He's worthy of our praise.
Thank you, Dan and Irv, for coming on the show. It was great having you on here.
Pleasure.
Of course. I hope we can have you guys back and try to get to know you guys a little bit more.
Sure.
But next week on the Pre-Praise Report from Holistic Counseling Services, I talk with Reverend Tanjanette Poole, my mom, about the importance of mental health in the Black community, especially during this global pandemic. Up next is Praise and Worship live from inside the sanctuary. For the entire Pre-Praise Report team, I am Bree Hargrove-Sita. We will see you next week here at 8:45. Bye, y'all.